So you tell them, oh, fine, and I will do it. How many chiefs get opportunity to be at, let's say, constituent assemblies or the consultative assembly that drafted the 1992 constitution? How many chiefs were there? And even after that, when the late President Mills decided set up a committee to, there is a constitutional review commission, how many chiefs were presented? So we have always had a disadvantage.
But you have the National House of Chiefs. Haven't you, as a body, raised these concerns?
No, you raise it. You raise it. But you get the hearing.
We're talking to Nana Adu Mensah Asare. He is Amakomhene, and we're talking about the role of chiefs when it comes to development and nation building. And we want to hear from you. What do you think Nananum can do? What do you think chiefs can do? Our traditional leaders, what do you think they can do to bring about the development that we all seek in our communities? Send us voice notes to 055 11 11995 055 11 11995. We're also live on Facebook. So join us on Facebook. Get to see how Nana is looking in his cloth this morning as we have this conversation. Nana, so listening to you carefully, you make it seem and sound as if traditional leadership institution is not well positioned in helping bring about development. That's how you make it seem.
That's how I see it. But I think that we are the best people to be able to bring about the development.
We'll talk about that.
Exactly.
We'll talk about that. As to what exactly you think you need that would enable you to bring about the development. But last night I chanced on something, that Otumfuo said during his 15th anniversary.
Right.
And if I may quote what it's written, it says, Otumfuo said to the second that Asante has urged chiefs to show leadership by working hard with passion to bring development to their communities. He said was would give them the legitimacy to their rule. Otumfuo wants you to be innovative, to bring development. Now, if he doesn't believe that you have that capability or that ability as chief to bring the development in your communities, he will not say this. How do you respond to this?
Well, he's our leader. He has stayed with us. He knows what we can do and knows what we have not done. That is a very good piece of advice which I think will encourage all of us. But I think that some of our chiefs, most of our chiefs, have started doing that. When Otumfuo was installed, he set up this education committee, later did something on health, virtually almost every sector. And he became a source of example to most of our chiefs. So a lot of them began to emulate the good things he have started. Now you go to some places. Let me cite Tepa. Go to Tepa and see what the chief there has done. In my small community, in my own Amakom, I don't know if you have passed through Amakom, the old town, recently. At least in our small ways, we are doing something.
What exactly have you done there?
Amakom is the first town to be paved in Kumasi. Go there, you don't see dust. You don't see mud. Through my own initiative.
But we see flooding situations there.
Well, flooding situations because do we have enough resources to be able to stand against a flooding?
But sometimes it's not about resources alone. It's about behavior, what we do to the environment that creates the problem.
Exactly.
So as leadership, you can talk about the insanitary conditions. You can talk about the way people litter. You can talk about so many things that may not necessarily be finance that will fix it, but our attitude in fixing it.
Yes, in that we need to fix our attitudes. This is where we start. But then the point is that I come to you, don't do this, don't do that. Then you look at you and tell, who are you? Do I have the authority to tell this person that if you do this, I'll do this to you?
Are you saying that even in the communities, people don't regard the chief such that if a chief says something, people will not regard it?
No, you see, especially when you come to the big cities, for those of us in Kumasi here, look at the size of Amakom. You know the boundaries of Amakom. And then you have people moving from different ethnic groups and different areas to settle. It becomes very difficult for us to control. Because if I don't do it.
But like you said yourself, a chief is a chief.
You're a chief.
Once a chief, always a chief.
Yes.
A chief wields power. A chief ought to be respected.
Yes.
A chief ought to be held in high esteem. So if you're a chief and your people who live in your land, on your land, do not regard you or respect you, then you're not a good chief. You don't ought to be in that palace.
David.
Or be on the stool.
David, that is not the point.
Tell me, what's the point?
You must have the authority to bite.
When is authority to bite? What is authority to bite here?
David, I will summon you to the palace. And he tells you, I will not come.
And as a chief, you can't do anything about it.
What can you do? Can you go to the person's house to drag him? We used to have the authority to summon, invite the police to bring the person to the palace.
So, but
now that authority is taken.
But the constitution, like you read yourself, portions as to what the